Hey y'all, it's Bree. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I'm so excited to have you back. And I want to teach you guys how to make Salisbury steak the good way today. Better than your mama's low. Let's get to it. First of all, you're going to start off with some Lipton onion, soup mix, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, brown gravy, onion, and Salisbury steak, of course. I like to wash my meat first. I know it's a softer meat, but I still have to get some of that blood off of it. Then I just like to lay it on my cutting board and then lay paper towel over it and draw out some more of that blood in that water and that extra moisture. Next, you're going to go ahead and season your Salisbury steak both sides. I took a tablespoon of each seasoning that I showed you and just sprinkled it on both sides. Then I like to pat in my seasonings just to maximize flavor. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's totally optional. I took a shallow dish now and I added about a cup of flour to it. And to that flour, I then put my Salisbury steak right in it, so that I can coat it real nice, because we're going to go ahead and fry these up. They need to be well coated. They need to have nice thick layer of flour on there because they need to fry up really crisp. To your nonstick skillet, you are going to add about a half a cup of vegetable oil. And when that oil is hot, you're going to go ahead and drop those Salisbury steak right in that hot oil. Let them cook for 5 minutes, not 1 minute, not 2 minutes, but 5 minutes. On both sides. Have some patience and just let them cook. This is a softer meat, so it needs to cook a little bit slower than most. Not picture, I'm sorry, is the bell pepper, but I am that person who will bell pepper and onion some food to death. That gives it flavor. Make sure you saute those vegetables so they are nice and soft. Once they are nice and soft and translucent, you're going to add your 1 envelope of Lipton onion soup mix and your 1 pack of brown gravy and 1 cup of beef broth. And you're going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes. It's going to look kind of pasty and thick. Don't worry about it, because you're going to add 1 more cup of beef broth to loosen it up and deglaze the pan. You're going to let that cook for about 2 minutes, and then you're going to add your steak to the gravy. Child, let me tell you, this is my favorite part of this recipe. You're going to get that gravy all over the steak. You're going to cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes, and this is the finished product, child. Look at these steak. I serve mine over some rice, but if you're feeling ambitious, go ahead and make up some mashed potatoes, make up some green beans on the side, some greens, whatever you like to do, and boom, you got Salisbury steak better than your mama's. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend.